To create a learning module in Blackboard, go to the area in which you wish to have the content reside. Under the Build Content menu, click on it and scroll down till you see Learning Module on the left column. You will be asked to provide learning module information. You will give the learning module a title. This can be week, unit, module, depending on how you are structuring your course. Then you can also provide descriptive text, an introduction, or no text at all, and just have a title link for your learning module. You will then be scrolling down to the learning module options. The default viewing is that students can navigate through the module in any order. However, you can enforce sequential viewing of the module by clicking the default no to yes, and this will require students to go in the sequence in which the unit is set up. If you wish the object to be opened in a new window, you can select it to be yes, and it will automatically create a new window or tab depending on the browser settings. The default is currently no. And then you also have the ability to have standard options. Permit users to view this content. That is basically hide or show. It is currently yes. However, if you're still working on it and you're in the course at this time, developing it during the course run, you can also select no to hide it from the students while you finish up, or you can select yes. You also can track the number of viewings. This will keep a statistical record of the amount of times that the unit has been clicked on it. That is if you want to check that out, and that would be in the reporting section. Select date and time restrictions. This is if you want the item to be shown. However, you will want it to be displayed at a later date. So if you are creating week 7 module, you want that to be seen prior to or at week 7, you can have permit users to view this content selected as yes, but then select a display date that is later in the semester. You would choose to activate the date and time restrictions by selecting the checkbox and then entering manually a date into the box, or utilizing the calendar button here, which will give you a pop-up calendar view. Additionally, same thing with the time. You can manually type in the time, or you can select anywhere from midnight till end of day, which is 11:59, and that will actually hold the item from being seen until this date and time is met. Additionally, if you want this information to leave and no longer be viewable, you can click on Display Until. Additionally, with learning modules, you have the ability to how you want the table of contents to be displayed. The table of contents is different than the file structure, where between the course menu and the content, there is actually a table of contents that students navigate through the learning module with. The default is to show the table of contents. However, you can display it so that it does not show, or you can leave it as the default yes. And hierarchy display, this actually just either with nothing displayed, it'll just be active URL links that they can click onto the content, or letters, mixed numbers, or Roman numerals to actually show sequence in case you want to actually refer to section A in a learning module, or if you're going to make references to a particular number, step 1, step 3, article 1, article 3 in this particular unit. However, the default is set to none. When you are ready to have your module be created, you go over to the bottom right-hand side, and if you're changed your mind, click cancel, but if you're ready, you can go ahead and click on submit. When you hit submit, the learning module is created. It will go to the bottom of the page on which you are at, and in this case, you'll see Unit 1. I also hid this, so there'll be instructions that say it's hidden from students, and it will be available after August 11th at 11:59. And then I can proceed to start adding content into my learning module by clicking the link. If, however, at any time I want to edit this learning module, I can go ahead and at the downward arrow next to the title or the action button, I can also come in here and click on edit. This will let me go in and I can change the title and any of the settings. If I also want to do a quick make unavailable in case there's an error, or I decide I just want to hide it, I can do that as well. If you create a structure for your learning modules, say with a series of folders inside of it, you can also copy this. Or if you've accidentally created this in the wrong space, you also can move this to any other place in the class. If you've made this by error or you no longer want this unit, you can also delete it at any time. And then when you're ready to start adding content in, click on the title link and you can start using the build content menu to start adding materials in, and you'll notice as you start to build, the table of contents will start to fill up. And that is how you create a learning module to start building units of content in Blackboard Learn.